It's no secret anymore. Prince William is done playing nice. Behind the palace walls, tensions are boiling, and this isn't just sibling rivalry anymore. There's a storm brewing, and at the center of it stands Prince Harry and everything he's brought with him. The royal family isn't concerned about headlines or media deals. They're worried about what Harry represents. This isn't about a few bad choices or awkward interviews. It's about tradition shattered, trust broken, and a future that's slipping through their fingers. William's not just frustrated, he's drawing a line in the sand, and from where things are going, it looks like there's no turning back. It all started with what looked like a tiny gesture, or rather, the lack of one. Everyone remembers that wedding, the pomp, the spectacle, the cheers for the Hollywood actress marrying into royalty. But if you were paying attention, something subtle went wrong. Meghan and Harry walked right past the Queen without so much as a pause, let alone the expected curtsy. It may seem trivial, but in the royal world, tradition is everything. That small moment wasn't an oversight, it was a signal, a silent declaration that royal protocol wasn't going to stand in their way. Rehearsals had been done, every step planned, every glance choreographed, and yet, the moment Meghan should have acknowledged the Queen, it disappeared. Some insiders whispered nerves, others chalked it up to confusion. But William? He saw defiance, not accident. A bride raised in Hollywood, ready for cameras but dismissive of centuries of tradition. That one moment, watched by the entire world, left a crack in trust that's only widened since. From that day forward, every choice Meghan made confirmed William's worst fears. Moving to California, signing multi-million-dollar media deals, and turning royal grievances into primetime entertainment, these weren't harmless decisions. They were seen as proof that Harry had chosen a path far removed from family loyalty. And it wasn't just Meghan. Harry stood beside her, letting it happen. In William's eyes, that silence spoke volumes. Now it's not about one slip-up, it's about a pattern. William's convinced Harry isn't simply lost or misled, he's complicit. Every opportunity to stand with the family was instead used to build a public narrative of estrangement. And that's what William sees as the real threat. Not Harry himself, but the avalanche that comes with him, Meghan, their children, their lifestyle, their media circus. The whispers inside the palace aren't subtle anymore. William's laying out a long-term plan to reshape the monarchy. No half measures, no wishful thinking. It's about protecting the institution at any cost. And at the top of the list? Phase Harry out completely, titles gone, privileges stripped, doors shut for good. The message is clear. This isn't about forgiveness. It's about survival. But not everyone is fully on board. Catherine, ever the peacemaker, is torn. She understands William's determination, but she's haunted by what could be lost forever. She fears that cutting Harry off completely might leave scars that can never be healed. Once doors are slammed shut, they may never reopen. It's a delicate balance between safeguarding tradition and holding on to the family bond that's already frayed. Meanwhile, Harry's moves are anything but helping. He's reaching out, trying to reconnect, especially with King Charles. But timing couldn't be worse. With Balmoral around the corner, where key decisions about the monarchy's future will be locked away from public view, Harry's attempts look more like desperation than reconciliation. Every phone call, every secret meeting, every side glance is seen as a potential headline waiting to explode. The palace doesn't just fear what he says, it fears how it'll be used. And it's not just Harry's actions causing concern, it's what he's become, a symbol of everything that threatens royal order. The fear isn't personal, it's strategic. Every interaction is weighed, every connection scrutinized, because they know how easily it can spiral into scandal. Trust? It's evaporated. At the heart of this turmoil is Meghan. From the start, she's made it clear that royal tradition wasn't going to dictate her choices. She kept control over key decisions, like her wedding dress, which Queen Elizabeth reportedly never saw before the ceremony. That breach of protocol sent ripples throughout the palace. It wasn't about vanity, it was about trust. And by denying that simple courtesy, Meghan made a statement: I play by my own rules. From there, the pattern only deepened. The infamous Oprah interview exposed private grievances to the world. Multi-million-dollar streaming deals turned family secrets into entertainment. Harry's book aired raw, unfiltered criticisms. It wasn't just a series of bad calls. It was a roadmap of rebellion. William's convinced that allowing Harry back into the fold would open the floodgates. His fear isn't merely about one brother. It's about the package that comes with him, a wife unwilling to bend, children growing up disconnected from tradition, and a public narrative that undermines the crown's authority. It's a threat not to feelings, but to structure itself. Inside the palace, a private gathering is reportedly set. No media, no distractions, just the core royal family, King Charles, Queen Camilla, William, and Catherine, locked in discussion about the future. And Harry's name is front and center. It's not a casual family check-in, it's a strategy session about survival. Stripping titles, cutting privileges, shutting doors, these aren't extreme measures in their eyes. They're necessary resets. Yet the emotional weight lingers. Catherine's fear is palpable. Once Harry's cut off, will there be any way back? Will William regret it down the line? Will the royal family fracture beyond repair? But William's vision leaves no space for doubt. To him, it's not personal. It's about securing the next generation's throne. As the calendar edges closer to Harry's trip to London for the Wellchild Awards, the palace's nerves are only tightening. Harry wants meetings. He's eager, some say desperate, to reconnect. But the palace schedule is booked solid. Strategic? Perhaps. Or maybe just another clear message: this isn't the time. His presence is seen as risky, his motives unclear. The fear is that any conversation could be twisted, turned into headlines, clips, or fodder for another tell-all. The stakes are higher than ever. For King Charles, it's a brutal balancing act between modernization and tradition, between family and institution. He's aware that the future lies with William, and if his son believes that Harry's presence threatens that future, then that's the road the crown is likely to take, no matter how painful. At its core, this isn't about a brotherly spat. It's about the reality William has always known: you don't just accept Harry, you accept everything that comes with him. A wife who rejected royal protocol, a marriage that splintered tradition, a public record of grievances that can't be erased. For William, it's not about personal emotion, it's about structure. The monarchy's next chapter will be written not by nostalgia, but by tough, unwavering decisions.